So far, we've covered three main ways to clearly convey complex ideas in writing. First was to keep it simple and just use two sentences or more sentences. The second is to use a semicolon, and the third is to use coordinating conjunctions, also known as fanboys, as John calls them. Today we're going to cover a major complex sentence pitfall. That is the comma splice, otherwise known as the comma fault.
That leads us to complex sentence pitfalls, and that is the first one. That is essentially you're adding a comma between when you don't need one, when you're not repeating that subject. I hit the ball and ran to first base. It's perfectly good.
Right,
no
exactly.
comma, because there's no sentence in that second
That's right.
half.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. And then another piece that I wanted to talk about, and this is something that I see all the time, and I'm sure as an English teacher you saw all the time, is the comma splice or the comma fault. And that's essentially using a comma where a semicolon or a period or a coordinating conjunction, a fanboy conjunction probably should be.
Yeah.
And that's my take. What do you tell me about comma splices?
Yeah, comma splices are a major faults when you just you do this. The dog barked, comma. He then bit me. That's a comma splice or a comma fault. You can't write. You have to say, the dog barked, semicolon. He then bit me, or the dog barked, comma, and then he bit me. But you can't say the dog barked, or comma, he bit me. It's joining two sentences with a comma. You don't join two sentences with a comma unless there's a coordinating conjunction. You join two sentences with a period or with a semicolon or with one of the coordinating conjunctions and or nor for, but yet or so, fanboys.
So that was the comma splice. How do you avoid comma splices? We talked about it. Break your ideas or long sentences into multiple shorter sentences. Use semicolons or use coordinating conjunctions, otherwise known as those fanboys. Or better yet, some combination of the three of those. Now, next up, we're going to talk about socially distinctive markers. It's why all this matters.